I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage. Put the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And his first pass is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
24 is the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 19-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Brings up 4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Going for it with Sanders. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
8-yard line.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
36-yard.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the run, it's Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
20-yard line.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Saquon Barkley on the carry. The tackle by Jeff Okudah. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Giants nothing.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a Giants first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They'll look to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Going deep here for Watkins. And got his man, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, 81 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Switch.
On second down, here's Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 33 and a first. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Made by AJ.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
First play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Eagles.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Taken down at the 50.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Set to kick off.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Rolling to his right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And 22 more yards there and another first down. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Landry now on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just...
He's got it at the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click. And I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
35-yard line.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down. They'll set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Well, this is Callaway on the receiving end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
For the point after.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
At the 50-yard line.
Another run here with Sanders. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That is first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Quarterback is sacked. A loss of 7 yards.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 53.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. He'll buy some time right. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On second down now. It's Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively. So a risky move that does not pay off. And, Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective. They had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended. And they took the ball away and gave it to their offense in a great situation. But when you look at this thing in total, when you start taking chances like that, you know what that means? You're going to have to take more chances later, right? When you don't convert, that just means you got to double down on it. So we can see this thing pile up as we go on.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Fielded in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. They'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. On play action, they'll throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Today's final score.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Philadelphia, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Just